I first met Rome, it had to be like, let's say like 2003, 2003. So how I met him was, we both had a mutual friend. He used to work with this dude named Jason. He a real close friend of mine, and I always been like kind of doing the music, and so he worked with Rome, and I remember he came to the house one day and he was just like, I mean, I know you be making music, but there's this dude I work with, he make beats, and he let me hear some Johnson. Johnson's kind of dope, and I think y'all make like a good collabo. So I was like, alright, I'll check it out. So I went to the, so I think he sent me his email address or something, or I don't know if he had a MySpace page or something like that, because that's back when, everybody was heavy on the MySpace. So I went to the MySpace page and I looked up the Jones and I heard something that was Jai Dope. And looked out some of his beats. The Jones was like, it was knocking. I was like, that Jones Jai Dope. Like, this Jones alright. So I like listened to some other stuff, and I think I might have like sent him my email, or I reached out to him, or he reached out to me. I can't. It was so long ago, I can't even tell you how it like specifically went down. All I know is he sent me a track, and I got the jump, and I was just like, that's that boom bap right there. Like, he got the formula, and so from that point it was like a match made in heaven. So I just started he would send me a jump and I would record, or I'll like record on some other stuff and have some verses and send him some verses, and he would just like beats to him and stuff like that. But like I remember I would like go to my inbox and I would just I would see like beats, and when I would see his name pop up, I would just be psyched, because I was like, I know he sent me some fire. So like I would go in there and it'd be like, he say, and y'all, you say, huh? So he basically just sending me beats, and we was just like, I just put verses on them, or vice versa, and then we was just collabo like that. First things first, shit, Lawz, they got that sick flow. So, that's basically how it went down. We send the beats, I rap, or I send them lyrics and he put beats to them, and that's how we was hashing out. We did like, a couple projects. Then we started like trying to venture on different stuff, so I would just like, cause I made beats too at the time, so I would like make, do little sample riffs and stuff like that, or sample stabs, and then I would just send it to him, and then he would just create beats from them. But the dude is special, man. Like, I always told him, like, his beats, like, they're just one of a kind. Like, they have like a unique sound that like nobody really does anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I just just going through his catalog, like, but he would send me jumps, and I just like, good night. Like, especially that jump, when I first got that, I was like, I think I was in the car, and or I got it in the house, and I took it and I like put it on a CD. Before I like really listened to it, I just saw he sent me a beat, and I just sent him, put him on CD, and I like put it in the car, and I was like driving, and I put the joint on, and that joint came on. I was like, oh my! And I think I pulled over, I started writing bars like right there in the car. I think I was late for work that day or something, but like that's just how like he had beats that were just sick, like that had that classic boom bap sound, and you don't really hear that today much. And we just been making music ever since, like, even though my music has progressed and it's kind of, changed and shaped into like something, a little bit different than what I like originally rapped about, because just my life changes, and my relationship with the Lord and it's kind of changing. But Rome was always there, to hook me up with beats and stuff like that. And we actually did on my last project, we did a song on there. He the one created all. Anything you need, get it from me. We got some bangers together, but my last project,
sitting on the edges of the prophecy. I spit the truth while these fools make a mockery of the flows that I chose to expose the hypocrisy. Nowadays, this guy's word.
So one time I was with
investments and properties.
Rome King, because he live in Cali. You know what I'm saying? I stay here, whatever. So one time, remember Rome was like, I'm gonna be in town or whatever. So I was like, alright, bet. Like, yeah, you're gonna come holler at me when you come to town, because he originally from here. So I was like, yeah, just holler at me, young. I'm gonna be at the studio. At the time, I was hanging out with Maurice, J. Malls, like a couple of my friends, that do music and stuff like that. Kendall, who else was there? It was me, Ken, Jamal, Maurice, and I think it was me, and then Rome. So I was like, yeah, here go the address, blah, blah, blah. And like, I had let them hear like some of Rome's stuff that I've been doing with him. And it was like, yeah, who's doing these beats? These Jones rock, son. Like, who is it? I'm like, yeah, it's my man Rome, whatever. So they was like, yeah, we got me Rome, dog. You gotta put a song with Rome, because this Bama got heat, he got fire, like his beats is just crazy. Like, yeah, we just need to like make a group. Like, Bama was so amped off the beats. So he came through. He came to the house where we was like recording that. We had a little studio in there, whatever. And so he came and he like brought his laptop. And so we was like, yeah, you got beats? And he was like, yeah, I brought beats with me, like I got beats on here, whatever. We was like, alright. She was like, yeah, let's just like, just go through some jumps, like just play some beats or whatever. So my man Rome, like, he hooks his computer up, and we all like sitting there in suspense. And I'm like, you never know what to expect, like when like people like playing beats and like going through their catalog and stuff. But I mean, I can go through my catalog right now and play beats, and you'll hear some jumps. You'll be like, oh, that jump Jai go. You know what I'm saying? You'll hear some jumps like, if you go to my catalog, I mean, I got. Like, okay, that's my catalog, right? And that Jones alright. You be like, oh yeah, that Jones crank, blah, blah, blah. Right, I played 3 beats. When I tell you Rome played like 30 to 40 beats, right? And I mean, every jump was a banger. Like, every jump, I wanted to start rhyming. Like, I was like, ho. Like, we stopped it, man. Like, I think, like, maybe for like 5 to 10 minute intervals after every beat. We was like, stop, dog. Play that joint again. I mean, they're like, I was in shock because I never, like you've been around people who have like got talent and stuff like that. I've been around MCs. Like, I always say, like, my man Ken, he like the best MC that I know. Like, lyrically, he's just like the best MC. I tell you, like, Rome's beats had the whole room like flabbergasted. Like, I'm sure if my man Shane was here, young, he would vouch and be like, yeah, Bama's was flabbergasted. Because we didn't even know Alabama could make beats so vicious, like this, like right in front of us. Like, I was like, yeah, this Bama is a genius. That's the first time I realized Rome was like a genius. Like, up until that point, I was like, yeah, he got beats. But like, when he played his catalog, and he was just going through beat after beat after beat after beat. And when I tell you, like, not one of them jumps was whack, not one. Like, it wasn't one jump like, yeah, skip that jump, go to the next jump, or like, I'm not really feeling that jump. Because that happens. Like, even my beats that I make myself, I go through my stuff and I'm like, I'm not feeling that jump, or it just don't have the same pop. When I tell you, every single beat had us like, I was like, yeah, stop. No, I want to write a verse. Like, let me just write a verse to the jump. He's like, yeah, let me just play this next jump. He would just go to the next jump. And then when you would play the next one, you would like kind of forget about the last jump because the next jump would be so vicious too. You'd be like, yeah, this jump. Oh my. Like, no, Rome doesn't know this, but he was the topic of discussion for like the next week after he did that beat, that beat listening party jump that was impromptu because he just pulled out his laptop and just started playing beats. It was like 5 o'clock, like it was like 2 in the afternoon, and we just listened to beats till like 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. And after that, Bama was just holding their heads like, yeah, like We wanted to make, we were so boosted and we was trying to make a mixtape like that week. Like off just, we was like, yeah, we selected 8 of these jumps and we're gonna just make an LP off the jump because the jump is just so fire, right? But even a day, like for a whole week, like the next day, the band like Rome like left or whatever and went his way. We was, the Bama's had called me. J Malls and Shamrock called me on 3-way. You know Bama's don't do 3-way no more unless it's like serious business. Bama's called me on 3-way was like, yeah, I'm still thinking about Rome's beats from last night, yeah. Them jumps got my mind scrambled, dog. Like, how is the, dog? Like, to me, I was in my mind, I was like, yeah, I don't know how this Bama's not like famous, yeah, because he has the like the spirit of Dilla, the spirit of Madlib, the spirit of like Pete Rock.